What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Pliyo, and today I want to share with you all everything we know so far about the second anniversary coming to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Now, the TLDR, the biggest news is that OG Sephiroth is actually going to be a playable unit in Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. I'm not kidding. I'm not being sarcastic. It's actually happening. I'm still a bit shocked. I'm still processing what this means, but it's actually coming, and we are going to have a free wallpaper where we can see Cloud and Sephiroth together. Fantastic. And then we're going to have a level 100 cap increase. So speaking of Sephiroth, he's going to be there as part of an event, and we will be able to acquire him. And once we acquire him, that's it. It's a new unit in our roster. And they're going to introduce a limited banner. Well, we are going to see the best looking Cloud, which is the Apple Children Cloud, looking exactly like the movie. And then OG Sephiroth with his first outfit and 2 limited weapons. This is going to be a super pack, super powerful banner with the ultimate weapon from Cloud. So the ultimate weapon from Cloud is actually also coming as part of the second anniversary. We were all expecting this, so it's a reality now. I'm really excited about this. And I'm really excited about the role that OG Sephiroth is going to play, because I was honestly expecting Genesis or Disney or the Turks or anyone else other than Sephiroth. I never thought this was going to be a reality. I'm still in shock. I don't even know if I like the idea, because I'm always a bit conflicted by having 2 different units that are the same unit in essence, just like in different timelines or maybe ages. It depends if you want to be a bit meta on on the meaning of having OG Sephiroth here. But here it is. Also, like, it's interesting, right? Because in the past, right, we have only played with heroes in a way, right? But OG Sephiroth, I don't think, is he really a hero? Well, maybe he is, and there is a bit of a meta question there, like who is actually controlling Sephiroth to make him bad. But this opens the door, in my book, to be playing with the Turks and to start playing with units that are not such a hero, 100% hero-like, right? So anyhow, very interesting to see that, if anything, like, is good that they're opening that. And he also comes with his ultimate weapon. So speaking of the ultimate weapons, I think the biggest one is Cloud, because it can give us 3 ATBs to all the party. I still don't have all the details. I need to run this via the translation, but I also want to cover the weapons on their own specific video. So just a heads up, ultimate weapons are coming. It's going to be a really difficult month in terms of pulls, and also you can imagine that more crossovers are going to come after the anniversary, as they always do that. So something really interesting for me is that in the last podcast, we were saying, how cool will it be if the second anniversary was themed around something happening in the Final Fantasy universe, right? And they did it. And I'm not saying that it was because we talk about it. It's just a cosmic coincidence. And I'm so excited because the second anniversary is going to be themed around the Apple Children, right? So we're going to be able to get what I think is one of the best outfits for Tifa, which is Tifa just looking exactly like the movie. And I'm really excited for this one. This is something that I really love. So, of course, new weapons for her as well. And Yuffie is also coming, which is interesting because I would have chosen anyone else but Yuffie. But this comes to say that so many people, especially in Japan, they really rate Yuffie as their favorite unit, right? So second anniversary comes here to deliver for those people, which is really exciting to see. I have other preferences, but it's fine. It's great for all those people. And the interesting part is that young Sephiroth, Shonen Sephiroth, as they say, is still alive. It's still alive and kicking. And it's still going to be receiving support, such as a weapon, limited, of course, as part of the second anniversary. I still don't know if this means 2 different banners or multiple banners. It might be 2 banners, only Cloud and OG Sephiroth plus 3 units with their weapons and outfits. Or maybe they will split it into 3 banners. I don't know. If you know, please, if I'm missing anything, please share insights in the comments that we can learn from each other. So yeah, Shonen Sephiroth, of course, comes with multiple belts, which is the distinction of a great outfit. So I'm really loving this thing. Then there's a new system called Memoria, and this system is gonna be able to help us increase some level of power, in our units. For example, in this case, we can increase ATB, we can increase cold ice damage. And as you can see here, this is, you're guessing right, this is Bahamut from Advent Children. So we are going to be able to fight against that. So all of this is like pretty exciting stuff because we are seeing new bosses, new units. There will be an event where we can get 5-star materia, we can get some mithril ingots and some of these new items that I still don't remember, so that we can increase our weapons to level 130. And there are other updates. And honestly, this is the part where I was expecting more. I'm really excited about this. So there will be an ability to consume 100 gacha tickets. I think this is really needed. Also, the Astro Wind drop to rare enemies is going to be adjusted, which is interesting to see. Some missions to unlock limit breaks have been changed. Really interesting to see. I don't know exactly what this means. It's a bit vague. And then there will be a feature to skip battles. Still, again, really early to say. This is scheduled to be added in October, so it's not even in the 2nd anniversary. But the key thing that I'm missing here, and I would love to hear your thoughts on things that you were expecting, what I'm missing here is adding 2 brand slots. And what a great time would have been, right? Coming the 2nd anniversary to have 2 brand slots in our weapons. That would have been like a fantastic thing to see. And it's a train that is gone. So I don't think it will happen. But, this is the part where I was expecting a bit more. Of course, we are going to see reruns of previous banners, which I will then recommend to pull on any of these, looking at how many of the good things are coming. But, maybe you really love Lucia's outfit. That's a good reason to pull. They also share with us the feedback survey. So, of course, the highest data point that people find appealing of playing Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis is enjoying new scenarios and event stories that can only be experienced in Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, which is natural, right? Like many of us started the game not only because it's Final Fantasy VII, but also because there's a new story that is actually canon, right? Which is the first soldier part and everything around Joan, Sephiroth, etc. I think that's really interesting. And of course, like people are asking for more. You can easily play in your smartphone, character graphics, and so on and so forth. There are things that people find appealing, which is they would like to see the stories update to be more frequent, which I think many of us resonate with this thing. I would also love to see a bit more of quality of life improvements, but yeah, it's true that if I could choose only one thing, it would be more on the really good stories type of thing, not rush stories, just really good stories. That would be fantastic. Things that people would like to see improving in Final Fantasy VII is high difficulty content, and this is interesting because I think there is the community is so divided between I want to clear everything on auto versus I want more engaging content. It's really interesting. I think so far they have been doing an okay-ish job on the hard difficulty content. My only pet peeve is that sometimes it's really clear that you need the new banners to clear that content. And I would love for them to squeeze their head, and I think they have the talent to deliver really good fights that will benefit from the latest banners, but don't require them. And, explore strategies where that could be more apparent, more obvious. So I don't know if, we will see. Then, of course, like people are asking for recommended formation. That honestly sucks. It's really bad. Event quests, they are sometimes really boring. They are sometimes copy and paste. Guild battles, sometimes they are not performatic, and sometimes they are a bit too much for the system, right? For the servers, for everything. So they get screwed for things that don't have anything to do with the players. Materia system really need a rework. At least it needs a PT system. It needs something to help us, because right now the RNG, well, not right now, like it's for quite some time, the RNG is being really punitive, and we need an improvement on that. Battle system, of course, battle ranking, everything that we have been discussing in other videos. I'm not surprised to see this here. Then, of course, people are asking for more updates about more live streams, which is really good to see. More surveys, more explanation of intent, like what do they plan to do. We don't know anything. Like, and it's like kind of like the classic somehow Japanese style of like not really being transparent about what they want to achieve. And I would love to see more of that transparency, more of that like mindset shift, so that we could actually be more connected with the mission, right? Be more connected with the game, and especially having more surveys, so that we could influence a tiny bit, or at least have the feeling that we can influence the direction of the game. I think that will be really good. Then in October, the Final Fantasy, First Soldier, the story is going to be completed, and Sephiroth will finally obtain Masamune. So I'm really looking forward to see how the story is going to end. I would love to see some cinematics, please. I think it's already too late to ask for anything, but I really think they have an opportunity to deliver fantastic stories if they add cinematics. So yeah, that's coming in October. And also in October, we will see the future of Glenn's team. So that's very nice, because, we're back to Glenn's story and Lucia and Matt. So I'm really excited for that. There is a new feature coming, Enemy Moves, which I still don't know what it means, right? So new features where we will be able to select abilities. I wouldn't trust the translation very much, because enemy abilities feels confusing. So yeah. Then on top of that, in November, the new crossover, it's like September limited banners back to back, October a month of chilling-ish, because it's chilling-ish because in September we're gonna see, of course, the limited banner of whatever unit, right? And in October, we're going to see the limited banner of whatever unit, right? Because in every month, they're releasing at least one limited banner. And then, boom, a crossover with Final Fantasy XIII, which I think many people love this Final Fantasy. So this is really good for all those people that appreciate this Final Fantasy. I have different tastes, but it's not about me. It's about, pleasing the majority, I guess, or pleasing some people. So it's going to be interesting to see that the outfits are extremely similar between each other. So in this case, the difference between Tifa and Aerith, it's barely noticeable, right? So yeah, interesting to see. I would have loved to see a bit more differences, but I guess that's the deal. Everybody's doing cosplay, so we're cosplaying Lightning. Yeah, new banners, new weapons. Now, I'm really shocked by this. We are going to see as well in December a collaboration with Nier, the Nier series, Replicant, Reincarnation, and Automata. So I really can't wait to see how this will play out. I guess in the classic Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content, we will enter a portal and then we will, surprise, land in the Nier universe. And I guess we will need to help there somehow. So yeah, I can't wait to see how that story is going to play. And here is the final roadmap. So OG Sephiroth, the most surprising news ever. OG Sephiroth is coming. And there is the Adult Children thematic around the second anniversary, plus this new system for upgrades, the memory system. And then we're going to see the level cap increase, and we're going to see the story ending for, First Soldier. Well, I mean, at least for the part of like Sephiroth getting the Masamune. Then EX3 for Titan, and then the crossover with Final Fantasy XIII. So overall, pretty interesting news. And here I have a video, because we're gonna be challenging. We're gonna be able to challenge the Bahamut from Advent Children, which is super cool to see. Look at this mega flare. Oh my god. Yeah, there you go. Advent Children Cloud. I think it's honestly one of the best looking clouds. I think I'm so excited for it. So yeah, what do you think about the anniversary? What are your thoughts so far? So far, for me personally, I think it's early to say. I'm happy that they're giving us a free wallpaper, and other games will charge you 60 or 50 euros for this. I'm really happy to see a new unit. I'm just conflicted by the fact that this Sephiroth. I was really happy to see that many people were excited in the live stream. I'm conflicted because I was expecting anyone else other than OG Sephiroth, like Genesis, Disney, Reno, anyone else. I always get a weird feeling when you have many units that are the same, but just from a different time frame or something. But overall, it's new skills, new abilities, new weapons, so it's gonna be fun to discover what the game has to offer, with this new role that is called unknown, the role unknown, where the stream is going to be different, so we're going to be immune when we apply the stream. So it's not really an attacker or a support. It's like a different kind of role. So it's going to be interesting to see how the game mechanics are going to change. And yeah, I can't wait to see Genesis for real or Thisney. Maybe they will drop in January, for the New Year's Eve celebration. Maybe, I don't know. It's been a while. Also, level 100 is fascinating to see. So now we will have like this mega grind, which hopefully will be solved by having some bombs. And then, wow, so many things. Yeah, this is it for today. What do you think? I can't wait to hear your thoughts. This is really shocking to me. OG Sephiroth is here. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and as always, I really appreciate your support. So if you like it, please consider someone like and subscribe to the channel. Until the next time, cheers! Bye bye.